morning. How you lot doing? Here we are, Chester Central, as usual. And today, well, what have I got for you today? Today, we have the marvellous Joe Bartosh. Now, for those of you who don't know, Joe's just bought 2 kittens. And we've been treated to a plethora of photographs showing us this playful duo as they go about their daily lives and settle in with Joe. One seems to be a very rambunctious kitten, quite, come on, mate, let's have it. Another one seems to be a bit more, don't touch me, right, from what I can see. However, I've been enjoying the posts and the ongoing story of how they're getting on, being a cat man myself. And it was great to see that Joe had got these 2 lovely kittens and is having a ball. So I've come to the conclusion that the actual nemesis of the LGBTQ plus hands, knees and bumps a daisy people is kittens. Right, that's all you need. We all need kittens, because since Joe's had the kittens, she's on bloody fire. And she's on fire again here today in Spiked Online. What's the point of the LGBT awards? This year's winner includes an asexual, a butt plug hawker, and India Willoughby. If you haven't seen the ongoing nonsense with India Willoughby, then you are missing out. India Willoughby is now actually saying that it's a good idea to go and live in Iran and supporting the Ayatollah, who has killed more gay people than anybody else on the planet. There you go. The LGBT has finally gone full circle crazy and is now advocating for nonsense such as that. So let's see what Joe has to say. She says, at last year's British LGBT Awards, actor David Tennant picked up his gong for Best Celebrity Ally and fantasised about a future when we wake up and Kemi Badnoch doesn't exist anymore. In response to Tennant's wishing non-existence upon a black female politician, the achingly right-on rainbow-brained audience members cheered and whooped their approval. This year's LGBTQ, or LGBT Awards, offered a similar unedifying spectacle. Once again, a parade of charmless celebrities and shameless self-publicists. Be careful here. Shameless self-publicists were seen vying for relevance. The LGBT Awards has proven once again that in the realm of corporate campaigning, the more ludicrously PC the cause, the louder the applause. Now, at the Tesco-sponsored bash, what the hell's Tesco doing? Sponsoring bullshit like this? Somebody want to ask them? Here, have a word with Tesco. Go on. Now, that's something for you to do today. Go and have a pop at Tesco's. Share this video and show it to Tesco's. Tesco's, you bunch of wibblers. There were no gongs. So, at the Tesco-sponsored bash on Friday evening, those who have truly shown bravery in the battle for gay rights were studiously ignored. There were no gongs for the lesbians who, just 2 months ago, intervened in the landmark Supreme Court case on the meaning of the word sex in the Equality Act 2010. Their submission helped secure the rights of lesbians to meet and organise without men turning up, and vice versa for gay men. In fact, there was no reference to the real-world, grassroots issues confronting gay and lesbian people in the UK at all, although there was plenty of champagne generously donated by Moet and Chandon. What are they doing involved with it as well, daft sods? Instead, those deemed worthy of recognition included Ian H. Watkins from 1990's Pop Steps. Oh my God! For arranging a pride march in rural Wales. Can you imagine the rural Welsh farmers and this flippity gibbets wandering around with a progress flag and half a dozen deranged people behind him? Trans rights are human rights. The bloke looking at them, what's going on here? I've got sheep to look after. Now, perhaps better known, Jade, Thoral, former Little Mix singer as well, now perhaps better known for hawking butt plugs and leading crowds in anti-JK Rowling chants. She was named this year's Celebrity Ally, and former TV presenter India Willoughby, who clutched a trophy on behalf of the trans community. It's just, the people sat there with straight faces, right, and took part in this utter cobblers. I hate these backslapping things anyway. I'd hate it if we did it, right? Promise me you lot, that if ever anybody does a real GC Awards, that nobody will go. Could you imagine anything worse? And this award this year for most argumentative bastard. The award for the person most blocked. It's fun when they do it, you know, because Menno and all them do it. They do this sort of thing in November, but never, ever, ever let it actually become a real life event. Promise me, right? Okay. Over the weekend, Willoughby expressed a yearning to relocate to Iran. The Islamic theocracy where gay men are hanged and women vanish for defying dress codes. He tweeted that Iran offers better trans rights than the UK and US. I mean, how much farther will this cult stoop? It's true, says Joe, that Iran does fund so-called sex reassignment surgeries, but it does so because homosexuality is a capital crime. For many Iranian gays and lesbians, the options are surgery or the noose. In response to Willoughby's offence of ignorance, J.K. Rowling rightly offered to cover his airfare and others offered to crowdfund for his burqa. You can't get away from it. We're fabulous. Right? Absolutely fabulous. Enjoying Spiked, it then says. I most certainly am. Thank you. Why not make an instant one-off donation? We are funded by you. Thank you. Thank you. Perhaps the most baffling entry in this procession of has-been and never were award winners was Yasmin Benoy. She's a ridiculous bag of flesh. She's a model activist whose claim to fame is wearing fetish gear while loudly declaring that she doesn't want to have sex. Nobody cares who you're not porking, love. This apparently makes her a member of the LGBTQ community, under A for asexual. To be fair, Benoit is an impressive woman. Despite lacking a credible cause or any obvious trace of intellect, she has apparently convinced other grown adults that asexual discrimination is the new frontier in human rights. Indeed, this is incredible. Indeed, last year, 30-year-old Benoit was appointed as a visiting research fellow. At King's College London's Public Policy Institute to advise on asexuality. Can you imagine what the class is like? Right, is everybody here? Now, all of you, you're not having sex, are you? Now, don't lie. Put your hands up if you're not having sex. Right, so you're all not having sex. Right, okay, great. Now, let's talk about not having sex. It's just surreal. Absolutely surreal. Collecting her gong for her outstanding contribution to communities. Benoit gushed. Can't imagine that happening much. That... Benoit gushed that people forget that asexuality is even a thing. It's not a thing, you silly cow. She went on to lament that the law fails to recognise and protect those who, to put it bluntly, aren't particularly horny. She spoke gravely of rising ace-phobia. And more chillingly warned of the threat posed by asexual conversion therapy. Right, okay. Of course, the woke wankosphere has long championed the non-causes of non-entities like Benoit, but after a year in which campaigners struck vital blows for gay and lesbian rights, the lack of recognition hit that bit harder. Because while the LGBTQ plus and knees and whoops and daisy industry has been busy clinking flutes over its invented identities, brave gay men and lesbians have been doing the unfashionable work of defending their sex-based rights against the queer establishment, that is, against dangerous fools like Willoughby and Benoit. If the organisers of the British LGBT Awards and their sponsors wanted to do something genuinely progressive, they'd support gay pride in places where homosexuality is illegal, perhaps. In 2026, they could even skip the self-congratulation in London and take the ceremony somewhere truly edgy. Let's see the rainbow carpet rolled out in Tehran and the alcohol-free champagne chilled for those brave enough to say love is love, where it might cost them their lives. Utterly brilliant. Joe, you are on fire. I hope the kitties are doing well. I do. There's been animals everywhere this month. I don't know why. Kittens and rabbits and dogs. Oh my. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Joe. Please do go and read the article. And if you want to see pictures of the kittens, you can pop by Joe's Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. It's on there. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.